Greetings, YouTube. This is a dive knife. Specifically, it's a Scuba Max titanium dive knife. Review of it at some point in the future. The reason it's in a video today because it began a process of thinking for me that I had never really experienced before. Well, I'd experienced, but never quite in this way. You'll notice how the knife is sitting here with the blade pretty much perfectly parallel to the desk. Now, when I put this down on the desk, because when I purchase a knife, I often just keep it lying around just so I can play with it and get to know it. Sometimes I'll have a knife on my desk for a couple of days. Sometimes I'll have it up there for years, depending if I really like the knife. I have a small one here on the desk that my friend Scotland Cara gave me that I've had here for years. But when I laid this down, I noticed how parallel the blade was to the desk. This has no effect on the knife's efficiency. It doesn't mean it's going to be better or worse at anything. But I found it just so incredibly, unbelievably aesthetically pleasing that I felt this sudden sense of joy, of simple appreciation inside my heart, a literal warmth inside me. I had a physiological reaction to something simple as a good design, in my opinion. The tip's not touching the table, the tip's not sticking up in the air. It's perfectly level, or close enough to it. And I realized that the sensation I was experiencing was indescribable. And I say that because I actually couldn't describe it. What I've just told you doesn't really sum up what I felt. That my understanding of the English language had been overcome by an emotional experience. I didn't know how to process it. I didn't know how to describe it. And that was both fascinating and frustrating. Because I kind of enjoy the English language, and I try to make a point to understand how it works as best I can. Not that I can spell anything, because I can't. But to suddenly encounter a situation where I couldn't describe something in my native language was both fascinating and frustrating. But just sitting here filming this, I can kind of feel that warmth inside me again. That appreciation of a good design. A simple thing. And not a particularly useful thing. But marvelous nonetheless. I love when something has a physical trait that has nothing to do with its purpose, but is still marvelous. And I find this marvelous, I guess. So I'm asking my viewers, have you ever encountered something like that? Something that triggers the joy inside you, so you have a physical response to it, but you can't describe it. You can just kind of look at it, or hear it, or feel it, and marvel. Let's take a minute out of our day and talk about marvelous things.